Hi there, my name is Paul and I am one half of the co-founders of Rally. Rally is a business that began life a few months ago, and our purpose is to help businesses improve performance. How do we do that? We do that through providing them with live and interactive and very much unique insights into what's going on in their business. We do that by extracting the data from the core systems within their organization and then using that data to tell a story about what is actually happening. And through that, we can provide that story through unique insights that you would typically wouldn't get from the reporting packages that live within inside some of these systems like Xero and Workflow Max. The name Rally, I think, in itself helps conjure up bringing things together and doing it in an enthusiastic kind of way, and that's kind of how the name came about as well, actually. So the idea is that we bring data together from a multiple number of platforms, and by doing that, we can provide the insights that you typically cannot receive or aren't standard, at least, from many of those platforms themselves. And we've been able to do that a number of times in a number of different industries. For example, a video production company we've worked with a number of unique insights that we've actually determined and shown them about their business that they weren't aware of in the past, that they're now using as a key metric within their organisation. We're currently working with a large sports organisation that oversees 30 clubs here in Auckland, and we're helping them grow their player base across those 30 clubs across the Auckland region, and we're doing that by showing them insights into their business and by helping to define and determine metrics that will assist them in targeting where that growth or how that growth is going to come about as well. Rally began life, as I said, a few months ago, and it resulted from a conversation with myself and my business partner Ben. Now, I'm a chartered accountant with over 20 years experience, and a number of those years in the last 8 years or so has been predominantly owning my own business in a number of different industries. And Ben's background is he's been a fixed income and foreign exchange trader for a large number of banks across the globe, and he has a very strong applied mathematics background. So the two of us are very structured. We've got a lot of commercial experience, a lot of analytical experience as well. I've been very much focused on the Power BI side of things and being able to service up those insights to clients. And the conversation with Ben was along the lines of I would love to be able to have a connection into these systems like Xero, Workflow Max, etc., so that I could extract that data automatically and the reports I build are continually live. Currently, if I want to do that, I have to pay somebody else a fee for the connection, or alternatively, I have to extract the data via spreadsheets, and that's very slow and is no longer live, really. Ben said to me he has got the skills and experience to be able to code and build connections in Python, and he's also got the experience and skills to provide the whole database platform management side of things as well. So the light bulb moment went on for both of us when we realised that combining our two skills together, we would have a pretty powerful offering, we feel anyway, to provide insights unique to an organisation, and that we would want to pursue that sort of avenue, which is what we're currently doing. And to date, I think that we've been fairly successful. Every client we've spoken to has typically said yes and have wanted to come on board with us, and have been amazed at the insights we've been able to provide them with. We typically steer clear of the bog standard, what's my revenue, what's my gross profit margin type analysis. We like to find unique insights that they haven't known about and are really at the heart of what drives their business and their business performance, and that has proven to be very successful. We typically have a three-tier offering for clients. Tier one is a subscription connection only, whereby it's probably typically a larger organization. They probably have the internal resources to be able to consume a data connection and use that data themselves to generate their own insights, be that via an Excel model, or perhaps using Power BI or Tableau or another sort of BI tool that they might have internally, and they have the capabilities internally to use as well, but what they just need is a connection. The second one is something we're actively working on right now, which is a standard reporting offer for the, I guess, the smaller and medium-sized clients that want to understand what's going on in their business. So using common systems that are very common here in New Zealand, like Xero, for example, we'd be able to provide them with some really powerful insights into Xero, and we would do it in a way that isn't a column of numbers in a table, because not everybody can read a balance sheet or a P&L. We would present that in a more of an interactive and live way, so they can see what's going on in their business in a way that's clear for them to understand, which is, I think, is quite key. The point of that offering being aimed at the smaller to medium businesses is that they don't have the ability to come back to us and say, hey, can you provide me these insights as well? Can you change the color scheme to match my own internal color scheme? No, this is the offer, take it or leave it type situation. Which brings us on to our third tier, which is the bespoke one, where a client can come to us and we will work with them to determine the insights that are relevant to them, and then serve that up to them via a report and dashboard that we will build for them using our connections, and then we will give it to them in a color palette that matches their own corporate color scheme, and we'll put their logos on it so it begins to feel more like their own. So we've got quite strong skills, Ben and I, in the analytical space and in the commercial space. Where we feel we're really lacking is the business development and sales side of it, because that's neither of our backgrounds. We feel our product is very viable. We've got a lot of really strong feedback, but we lack the skills, and it's not necessarily, I guess, in our comfort zone to be able to kick in doors and grow the product by getting a name out there as well as we would like to. So we're really looking for someone who can help us and mentor us in that business development phase to help us grow and acquire the volume and scale of customers and clients that we're typically looking for. So that is ideally what we're looking for, and someone who can help mentor us, and looking to have someone on the journey with us that can provide those insights and give us those tips in that area that we're ultimately looking for. So thanks for listening, and looking forward to speaking more in the future.